Good morning. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Sunday, June 21st. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Let's jump in here. We're looking at the 15-minute chart right now for the Dow. Over the last week or so, we've seen a slow, steady drop in the market. We were pretty boring this week, but we had triple witching expiration on Friday. So that had a lot to do with the kind of flat market we saw over the last few days. We First part of June, we saw a nice rise in the market for about 8 to 10 days, and now we flipped into this bullish falling wedge for about the same time frame. If we flip over to the daily chart, you can see over the last week we've just been hugging in a very tight range right below the 200-day moving average. We've got quarter end window dressing coming up here at the end of the month, and it is very likely that the 90% of morons who've been on TV, the quotation mark experts who've been saying this rally has been fake since March, need to manipulate their portfolios so that it appears that they were smart and actually were long the stocks that have run big over the last couple of months. They refer to this as window dressing. So over the next few days, would expect to see a lot of window dressing in stocks as these morons come in and try to make their sales brochures and their statements that go out to their clients look a lot better than they actually are. Remember, we've got a lot of people who have not participated in this rally. They will buy dips. If we do see a sell-off early this week, I'd be very surprised if we break the 50-day moving average. We have yet to touch this since early March, and there is no reason to expect that we're going to see a big breakdown on a first attempt. This 50-day moving average on a lot of stocks has been acting as very, very strong support. So if we don't see a break over 8,600 tomorrow, then or Tuesday, then we could possibly see them try and probe the 50-day moving average and then pop from there. If we get down to the the 50-day moving average, you're going to see a lot of funds come in and buy up a lot of stock. Volume has increased. The bars are negative looking, but a lot of that negative painting has come in the last 30 minutes of the day, so kind of suspect. What could help stocks this week? The U.S. dollar, that bounce we saw, it looks like we could see the dollar again break down below 80, which will jam the oil, unfortunately, and commodity plays. But that has been known to prop the market up over the last month, so things could be aligning for them to do that. And a lot of funds have been in oil, so a dollar retrace here would help them there as well. SMH did offer some nice support for the market on Friday, and as we have over many occasions in the last couple of years, the SMH pretty much dictates where this market goes, in my opinion, and it's quoting for another bounce here. ADX has remained strong. Stochastics possibly found a little area of support here, so we could see the market led by techs pop this week. Let's jump into some stock plays. Sirius, SIRI, hated by the street. They just hate this stock. Nice big pop on the Apple iPhone application, which was slammed massively by everyone, including CNBC, TheStreet.com, the motley dumbasses, I'm sorry, saying, oh, Stern's not in it, it's a flawed app, it's free. Well, after hours on Friday, Jim Goldman, one of the CNBC commentators, called into the Fast Money Show, or as I call it, the Dumb Money Show, saying that the Sirius iPhone app is on track to be the largest download ever in the Apple App Store. Stock was up at 39 cents on this news. Would expect to see some press on this Monday, and we should see a test of the recent high at 43 cents. The iPhone app, great idea in my opinion by Sirius, even though it's free. If they have 5 million downloads of it and they only get a 10% activation from that, that's 500,000 new subscribers, more than they got last quarter. So, to those morons on TV bashing it, bash it when it pops next week and we see a move to 50 cents. ACLS, very nice bounce back off the 50-day moving average this week. Let's do a closer up look on the stock. You can see we bounced there on Wednesday off the 50-day moving average, and then we've continued to move higher. Breakout is a close above 60 cents, and our first target is the 200-day moving average. That is at 68 cents, and we should see this early this week. Volume has been picking up nicely on this up move. RSI has popped nicely, very strong ADX even during that retrace, and stochastics look ready to break 50. So this one looks very, very good for this week. Now, my favorite play going into this week, last week we had DSCO, which gave us a 50% pop on Monday, is ONT. Trading alert on Friday. Nice breakout of this little symmetrical triangle formation. Target is 55 and 65 cents here. RSI up through 50. ADX, we had a positive cross. Stochastics up through 20. And actually, if you look at this chart, I can't really show it here. Stochastics crossed up through 20 here. We saw a almost 100% pop. It crossed up right here. Then we saw a 300% pop, and it just crossed here on Friday. So, I mean, even if we just look for a 50% pop based off the stochastics, we're looking at a move to 60 cents here in the near term with strong stops at the 50-day moving average at 39 cents. So this one should be a nice winner for us this week. DSCO, which was a huge winner on Mondays, coiling nicely here. Breakout is a close above $1.30. I would suspect that we see at least this tested for our scalp position early this week. RSI has been holding over 50. Each of the down days has seen lower volume than the up days. ADX is very nice. And we've got a nice little wedge that is about to break this week on stochastics. And in my opinion, it's going to break up, and we're going to see a very nice spike in the stock. ONSM, late trading alert on Friday. This is also a play on ONT. Same sector. We see a pop in ONT, and this stock should take off. Close above its 200-day moving average for the first time in many, many months. Actually, in the last year. And target is 35 cents and 45 cents on this play. Chart looks very, very good. Positive MACD cross, strong ADX. Here is just a tighter view of the chart. It's been pretty stable since the March lows, and as we've seen with many of our plays, stocks that have been trading around their lows have been seeing very nice spikes over the last 2 days. NXXI was one of those that continued its pop over 30 on Friday. We're looking for at least 37 to 45 cents on this play. Zone, another big winner for us on Friday, broke its previous resistance at 35 cents. Next target is 45 and 60 cents on this one. Huge volume spike on this one, which is very positive, and all the indicators look really, really good here in the near term. VG, as you know, very frustrating play, but again, you know, it's trading at its lows, a little bit of patience. You buy this one at 40 to 42 cents, you sell it on spikes to 50 cents, repeat, and wait until the breakout to the 200-day moving average. So essentially right now we're just building a free position in this stock and waiting for it to do its inevitable breakout. NLST cash rich semi play, 2 days now of testing its 50-day or 200-day moving average at 43 cents now. Breakout of this should easily see a move to 55 to 60 cents. Looks very, very good, cash rich, and you know, traders are finally starting to find this play. So going into this week, ONT is one of my favorite plays. Expecting a big move out of this one, as well as ONSM. This one should see some very nice and follow the coattails of ONT. Market looks pretty good for a bounce this week. If we see an initial sell-off, don't worry. The 50-day moving average should hold, and the morons on TV who've been telling us to be careful of the market will be the ones buying hand over fist to make their portfolios look at least somewhat decent when they mail their, you know, the statements out to the sheeple who actually, you know, invest with 401ks that lose everything. So that's it for the video this week. I'm probably missing a couple of our plays, but we'll do an update of those in the chat room. ONT, DSCO, and ONSM, I think, are going to be very nice plays for us this week, and I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Enjoy your Father's Day.